Morning. Okay, so we're on day 9, I believe, of our Scotland NC500 trip. Got up fairly early, had a nice bacon sandwich, cup of tea. So we're all ready now. Now, the reason I want to do a video really quickly is because it's not very busy here. So this is for the people that haven't currently got a motorhome or never had a motorhome before. Just going to show you really quickly. Coming off the site, we tend to obviously get rid of your waste, get rid of wastewater, empty the toilet and load up with water. So really briefly, on the van there you've got a water inlet that goes into your tank, you've got your outlet from your waste tank there, and the toilet is in here. Now I need to label my keys. I've got 3 different keys and I never know what one's for what. So what we do, we get these open. Oh blimey, that's not a bad guess. So that's your inlet for your toilet flush. That is obviously your toilet waste in there. Electricity goes in here. There's no electricity in there at the moment. Obviously you plug that in. Yeah, on all sites they'll have what they call a grey waste, so your grey waste goes down the drain. Easy peasy. Hello. Done what?
Drinking water, so I do that every day.
Oh yeah, look, Angela's on the chores as well.
That and the rubbish I do.
You usually get a hose. So here you can see they've provided a hose. Sometimes there's a hose, there's a tap and no hose. So I've got a hose on board, just put it on the tap and away you go. So what I tend to do, leave that filling up. It's amazing how much water it takes. There now, where the water's full up. So we just kink the hose, and then we're going to top up the toilet flush. So the tank's full up there, you know, obviously because it's overflowing. At the same time, we're going to do the toilet flush, but you don't want to put the hose into your water tank that people have used to put in their toilet tank. So it's all drinking water, it all comes from the same place, but don't want any cross-contamination. So we put that back round there, put the lid on here so they don't lose any kids. This is nice and light now. It does get a bit heavy when it's full up. Some vans have got massive ones of these. This is not the biggest in the world. Cassette back goes back in there. That's shut, I'll lock that in a sec. Same with that, that's full up. At the same time, the tank, the grey water tank, has finished draining. Put this back on, lock that up. See if we can remember what keys are what for this. Got that one. I need to label these. There you go, that's locked. So that's job done. Put the lid back on the drain there. 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Don't take long really. Now that's us now ready. We disappear, have a day out or whatever. You've got no stress then. You get to your next site. You've got an empty grey water tank. You're full up on your fresh water. Your toilet's empty. And you're all ready to go. Pull up on the next site. Plug your electric in. Put the kettle on or get a beer out of the fridge. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, nice sight that one. Sun's coming out. So this is the way that we come in. We was talking about on the video along by the water. Angela's just got the gate for us. Now this is a one-track road, and the one where they expect everyone to be off the site by 11. And then people start coming in, so that means that no one's going to get head to head on the road. They have someone up the top just making sure no one's coming down or going up at the same time. Yeah, it's nice and green and scenic. That's the river that runs by the side of the site. I think I was showing you that last night. Angela's done the gate.
Morning!
She's busy this morning, isn't she? She's flat out.
Right, do you want to stop and I'll put postcodes in?
She's just going to look for the postcode and put it in the sat nav
Where are we going?
while I'm just showing you this bit here. Oh,
It's sort of fun because I've got a Google.
Angela's lost her phone. Not many places to lose it up there.
No, it's just I want to Google. Where are we going?
That looks like plenty of people come down with the dogs. Dog walking. Yeah, all the river there. Quite nice.
You can go for a lovely walk along the water, which we didn't intend to do last night. We can cross that bridge, go across.
So this is the kiddies' playground I was saying about. It's a strange route through actually. I mean, they've obviously got no choice because of that low bridge. Nice kiddies' playground. Fundamentally, if you're over on that actual site, see there's the bridge there, I think. Yeah, that's the bridge through there. Yeah, if you're on that site and you've got little ones, it's a 2-second walk and you're in that park. So it's quite nice. So that's it. That's a little one-track road. So today I've got a surprise. I don't know where I'm going now, just to sort that out on the sat nav. What I do know is this afternoon, because at John O Groats yesterday we saw they was doing boat trips out on the sea. Obviously, a boat on the sea. 90 minutes, so see some wildlife, etc. I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be nice. That's all booked up. I booked that up online. We had internet at the site, so I grabbed the laptop out, put that online. It's 20 quid a ticket, hour and a half on a boat, so £40 for 2 people.
And it's the wildlife cruise.
It's the wildlife.
Right. We've just left the site at Wick. There is a big Tesco's here. If anyone wants to be a bit more self-sufficient, we got a petrol in there last night. So there's the big Tesco's, which is really handy. I have heard there's a Lidl's here as well, but we haven't discovered the Lidl's. So yeah, we're on our way. This is our 9th day. Leaving Wick, we're staying at Thurso tonight, but we're doing a lot of stuff in between before we actually get to our campsite at Thurso. So we'll take you along and show you what we're doing. Now, Wayne doesn't know what we're doing this morning. Surprise, surprise! But he does know what we're doing this afternoon because we was at John O Groats last night. He's mentioned this in the video. He was at John O Groats last night and we both decided we wanted to do the wildlife cruise this afternoon. I had seen it online. I didn't book it because I wanted Wayne to make that choice today when we wanted to do that online. He does. So he booked the wildlife cruise and we're off this afternoon at 2:30 to do that. And we're out this morning and it's 10:20 and we're on our way to our first stop. Nice bacon sandwich cooked by chef this morning. So we had a bacon sandwich en route. We grab a bit of lunch before our cruise this afternoon. We'll have lunch probably in the van. And yeah, I'll film when we get close to what we're doing this morning. I'll film a bit more when we get there. This morning, we're at the Castle and Gardens of May. So yesterday, yeah, but I only did this one for a reason. Yesterday, Wayne might recall the conversation I had about the Queen Mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now this was the Queen Mother's castle that she bought. Yeah, we was having a massive discussion that she bought it. Yeah.
So he decided to sell it.
He sold it. Didn't realise he'd sold it to the Queen Mother. This is the Gardens and Castle of May. So this is the Queen Mother's Scottish home when she was alive. Obviously she passed away now.
Wow, look at that.
not got to Balmoral. But that's another Scottish trip, Scotland trip, isn't it? But anyway.
Really nice, we get to see.
Yeah, I know it's not a very big place. I know it's quite small, but the ground's meant to be lovely as well. So we've got
the castle in the distance.
yeah, we can see the castle over there. Obviously, we're going to get close-up photos in a minute, close-up video in a minute.
That's a nice surprise. Just got to a place called the Castle of May. Drove in that way. Camper vans and caravans can park along this wall. It's all pretty organised. Nice surprise from Angela yet again. Sun's out this morning, a little bit windy. Let's go and see what we can find. Really interesting. So we're going to go in the grounds and then go into the castle. Fully booked today, the lady said. Angela did pre-book a few weeks ago. So yeah, a bit of a tip, pre-book if you're going to come up. A bit disappointing, I suppose, if you can't get in on the day. This castle is the only property that the Queen Mother ever owned in her whole life. Angela knows all this from watching The Crown on TV. The views are amazing. Look right out to sea there, all the way through the landscape, and there's the castle there. Not huge. This building here, I don't know whether this is new. I mean, the roof's really new, the brickwork looks fairly new. I reckon this bit on the edge is an addition, so yeah, she may have bought it, renovated the main castle, and then had this outbuilding built for some reason. Really nice place. So we walked through to the they call it the walled garden. So there's all sorts through here. Looks like there's a lot of roses there ready to come out in the summertime. Nice conservatories over there. Looks like some veggie patches going on just over there. Yeah, quite formally laid out. I think these are potatoes by the look of it. So perhaps the consensus was that the Queen Mother liked fresh vegetables from the garden. Might read a bit more about this actually. It's probably really interesting. Pink poppies. Nice. I'll tell you what, when these roses come out, it's going to be awesome. It's a bit early for them yet. But look at all these buds here waiting to do their bit.
Diamond Jubilee Rose Garden.
Ah, so it is a rose garden. Look at that. That marks the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, that rose garden. I was saying to Angela, it appears that the garden, although there's loads of really nice flowers, it leans towards the quality of the flowers and the fruit and veg that they're growing here, as opposed to an exhibitionist type garden. So where we was at the big castle, Dunrobin Castle, yesterday, and you know, it's grand and laid out and designed by certain designers and things. Might be to display wealth, who knows. But yeah, a little bit different feel. Show you from a bit of a distance. You can see on the camera there. So although laid out, organised, and everything has a purpose. I reckon there's a bit of a story going on here as to how the Queen Mother had designed this. And they've purposely got Scottish thistles in here, by the look of it.
You can imagine, can't you, if there was dinner parties and things that she got everything from her garden.
Yeah. Never got the opportunity to have dinner with the Queen Mother, did we?
No, I'd like to have that.
Like to have met her and tried some of her food that they was obviously growing in the gardens. These are nice, look at these.
Yeah, right, guys.
So this is a little turret that they built in later days from donations. There's a plaque on the bottom, I'll show you in a second. Nice views. Nice plaque there showing where different areas are, John O Groats, etc. Bit of light reading there about the tower. Again, quite recent, that tower, 2009, 13 years ago, 12, 13 years ago.
Wow. This is the Queen Mother's castle.
We're out of the walled garden into the courtyard, I'd imagine it's called. Side of the castle. No, it's not huge. It's not a big place. So this is walking away from the castle that's through there. I heard someone say these were all sycamore trees. The way through here. Angela was saying that Prince Charles come up here with the Queen Mother quite often. He was quite fond of the Queen Mother.
Beautiful little wooded area she had as well, look. It's really nice.
It's lovely, isn't it? A couple of cannons here. What she used them for, don't know.
Walled off the enemies.
Walled off the enemies. Please keep off the cannons. The front of the castle, which looks awesome. Lovely little place. So we're just heading into the animal garden, which is on the other side of the castle, opposite from the garden. And you got chicken coops through here. Now we were saying the animal garden, we're just guessing that it was for subsistence. So they had eggs and then they'd more or less eat the chickens, fresh chicken, etc.
Farm bit at the end.
Yeah, there's a farm over there, so whether that's part of the estate where they'd have cows for fresh milk, perhaps a mini abattoir. Who knows? Further reading on the net, no doubt. Little donkey there. Gotta love a donkey, don't you? Look. Lovely ears.
They just look more cuddlier, doesn't it? Look at him. How beautiful.
Yeah, look at that.
He's handsome, he is.
Nice looking one. You're lovely, aren't you? Hey?
So we've got Greek and buff geese, and we've got African geese.
Yeah, it's nice. Look, nice little home going on through here. Got their own little homes there. Look, their own little castles.
Better than some of the tents we've seen.
Better than some of the tents, yeah. Got some pigs in here, have we?
cute.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Snorting at you.
Pigs. Just come inside.
Oh, so she must have owned that shows her with her sheep that she wears. She obviously loved her.
So, winning trophies, etc. So, got some small chicks here.
I'll show you how they incubate the eggs.
Incubating. Let's go and say hello to these little fellas.
I've heard of that before, Silkies. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Lovely. I've got no treats for you, mate. Look. I've got no treats for you, I'm afraid. It's no good gnawing my fingers, is it?
Oh,
It's ahead.
right, so we've just had a guided tour through the Castle of May. Oh, I'll tell you what, the guides were so informative. Honestly, I could have been in there all day chatting to them. Prince Charles still comes up here for the Highland Games and stays here. This is the other side of it, there we go. We wasn't allowed to view the bedrooms because they have to keep some private because the royals still actually use them. And it was beautiful, and look at that outlook. One of the things the guides told us when they was eating dinner, the Queen Mother could see through the window if there was a great sunset, and she made everyone leave their dinner and come down and watch the sunset even if they was halfway through. So apparently she was a real character, really funny. Yeah, and we really enjoyed all the little things, all the little quirkiness that she had. Little statues on the fireplaces. She had such a sense of humour. If the children or anyone bought her something a bit quirky, there was a drunken Scottish man on a pole that she hid on a mantelpiece. So you've got these beautiful ornaments and then you've got this drunken Scottish man on a pole. She had a great sense of humour by the looks of it. Castle of May, situated not far from John O Groats. And apparently the Queen Mother, the reason why she bought this is because she was staying with her friend. Her friend lives actually down the road, but her friend lives up the road in an estate, and she was a childhood friend. She used to visit her, and she found this was a bit run down and derelict, and wanted to buy it. But it was more derelict inside, not outside. It just had a few holes in the roof, but apparently she'd done more renovation inside than what was predicted on one of the famous programmes. Yeah, so she didn't actually meet the person who was the seller. There is a picture of him in the house, but yeah, the guides will tell you all the history on it. It's awesome. You must come down. And Charles, if you ever watch my videos, I wouldn't mind coming here on holiday. Book me up for a week while you're down here.
Well, that was super interesting inside the castle. Not allowed to film in there or take any pictures, so you're gonna have to come up. May Castle, where the Queen Mother spent a lot of her holidays. We saw the dining room, her sitting room, a few other areas. You can't go into the bedrooms at the moment. It's still used as a holiday home, so Prince Charles comes up, they have dinner parties here. They close it to the public on obviously the dates that is booked out for them guys to come up. This is the back of the castle, just here. That's where we went through there into the gardens. The front of the castle was obviously around the other side, and had a good look through. The guides are A, lovely, and B, really knowledgeable. Yeah, taught us loads, but come up, have a listen to what they got to say, have a look inside. Really is nice. Anyone want any of this? No?
What a lovely story behind it all, and it's true. So yeah, well worth visiting, isn't it? The guides were, I was just saying, the guides were absolutely awesome, wasn't they?
Yeah, the
They were
guides.
so knowledgeable and so informative, and tell you about all the funny things as well that go on.
The garden was like more or less non-existent since the World War. The military were in there at one stage. That's why it was really run down inside. They obviously weren't worried about the gardens and stuff. So they neglected it. The gardens were planted when she bought it in the 50s. And yeah, it was all good.
Goodbye to Castle of May. In the field there was prize cows and sheep, which the Queen Mother used to be a patron of, apparently. The Aberdeen Angus cows. Let's see. She used to love going foraging for shells off the beach. She showed a lot of a collection of shells that she foraged.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice place, that.
Yeah, it's really good. So we've just had our lunch at the castle in the tea shop, and now we're going to go down to John O Groats and catch our ferry for the wildlife cruise trip at 2:30. We're a little bit early, which is nice, we can take our time.
Back to John O Groats for a 90-minute wildlife ocean trip. Looking forward to the boat ride.
Looking forward to seeing what we can see out there.
I think we're on this one. No, it's not that one, is it? You can go out on that speedboat apparently. Probably does about 1,000,000 miles an hour. And I think we're going on that one.
Just going out to see the wildlife. Oh, look, the seals boxes are
They're getting on. That was rough going through there. It's surreal out here. It's I mean, it's really rough and then it's dead flat. Look. This island here is more or less opposite John O Groats. Now the guy was saying that a lot of the buildings on there, I'll show you in a sec, are just dilapidated. They were lived in. A lot of people moved there, don't know how long ago, but to fish and make a living, it didn't work out. So they moved off. See in the distance there's some seals just by that rock, about 5 or 6. So just coming in to John O Groats now. Boat trip. Saw some nests in the cliffs, birds' nests. A couple of seals in the distance. Didn't get too close up. They should be on the video. I'm hoping it will come down. see any whales. Would have been nice. Perhaps next time. Something to look forward to.
Just arrived at Thurso and we're just driving to the caravan park, which we should be there within about 1 minute. So when we get there, we'll hopefully show you around. Going to have an Indian restaurant tonight, so I'm just looking for it en route as we drive through. Yeah, so we'll film more about it when we get there.
Okay, all good. Just drove up from John O Groats, where we done the boat trip, to Thurso. So we are at, I think it's called Thurso or Thurso Bay caravan site, camping site. Looks quite nice. It's quite a nice evening actually. It's really elevated and looks out to sea. So looks pretty busy. A lot of the pictures look like they're taken. I don't know what's round the corner there. That is the sea. That is reception just there. Oh.
That's it. All booked.
Angela's just come back from reception with a smile on her face. So we're around this corner, I think. Are
he
we?
said drive around this corner and we're pitched 2.
We're in the Indian restaurant. Very friendly people. We was a bit late for our booking, so they had to get an extra table out for us. I think we was in trouble. No, that was really accommodating. Now the food's come out. We had poppadoms. I ain't gonna film the poppadoms, am I? We had poppadoms for starters. We've ordered a bottle of white wine. I love an onion bhaji when all the bits are hanging out the side. Oh, anyway, I'll show you. Happy lady.
Barges. Look at the size of the onion barges.
You get them onion barges sometimes. I don't know, they're like pancakes, aren't they? We see how this tastes. I'll let you know in a minute.
Right, so we just had an Indian dinner meal at the Pride of Bengal in Thurso.
Thurso. Very nice people.
Really nice food.
Nice food, nice people.
Really nice people. So we're just walking along back to the campsite and it is about 9 o'clock at night and it is really light out. Just wanted to show you the beach before we ended up moving on because otherwise we don't get to see anything. So we're having a walk along the cliff top edge and that's the caravan park up there. That's the edge of it and we're the other side of it.
I wanted to walk down. I love the water. Love the water. I wanted to walk down to the water's edge. I'm hoping the tide's not coming in. It's not that rough. It's summertime. The winter, it just must be unreal up here. Yeah, I bet it's so cold. Just so rustic. Anyway, have a look. So this is typical coastline, I suppose. We've got a beautiful bay behind me where the surfers surf. But this coastline here, look, just gets blitzed with the waves coming through, especially in the winter time. Nice and clear, the water. Probably absolutely freezing cold. If we do go in, we'll have our wetsuits on. But it's clear. Lovely and clear. You can't design this. You can't even build a bridge or a building that self-supports its own weight like that. And that's natural beauty. Wow. I love going on holiday.
Yeah.
Gonna go back and have a tipple now. We tried to get in one of the little bars. You ring the bell on the door. They're only allowed 30 people in there. Lady come to the door and I said, "Are you open?" in my Essex accent. And they said no, we're full up. Take the hint. So we're going to go back. We got gin and tonic in the fridge, so we go back to the chocolate gin and tonic, eh?
Game of crib.
Game of I like a game of crib. Music to
gin
my
and tonic.
ears.
Game of crib.
We do that.
And yeah, so we pick up tomorrow when we're off on our next day, which is day 10, is it? Day 10,
Yes.
11?
Another surprise tomorrow.
You know what we're doing in the morning.
Oh, Old Pulteney, the whiskey. That'll be a story we can tell you. Old Pulteney whiskey.
Yeah, that's a really good story, and there's a real reason why we want you to go there.
There is a real reason, actually. We'll let you know in the morning. That'll work.
No.